Hello everyone! We're back with another audio commentary today for another Season 2 episode. Today we'll be discussing episode 33, which is Terence Saves the Day. So I really like the intro to this episode, having the rain coming down, kind of having the storm going through Sodor. You see here the custom old coaches that I've made. I made those to replicate the ones that are found only in Season 1 of the TV series. Those ones didn't, the ones that you saw there didn't turn out very well, but I later was able to go through and get a hold of some coaches and actually spray paint them and do another custom that looked much better. You'll find those in some of the scenes of these Season 1 episodes, but you'll also find, Season 1 looking episodes, and you'll also find them in some of the narrow gauge episodes, like at Croven's Gate when the standard gauge engines are passing by. So, this, right now what we got going on is Thomas is having a lovely chat with Gordon, and Thomas is beginning to question why Gordon gets to have someone shunt his coaches for him, and why Gordon gets so many privileges and stuff, and yet Thomas just doesn't get all that. And so he decides that he wants to act more like Gordon and be important. I think the Season 14 episode of being Percy is I kind of drew some ideas from that, how Percy tries to act like Gordon. But for all you diehard Thomas fans, you would know that you wouldn't want to replicate anything from Seasons 13 through 16. So I didn't. I tried to mix it up and incorporate it with some other things. The main thing about this episode was that in Season 1, I didn't get to really dive into a lot of the roadway friends and different characters in that, which was kind of disappointing. We had those two episodes near the end. We had the Vicar's Party, and we had Terence and George, but that was kind of it. I wanted, for Season 2, I wanted to include more of this, more roadway friends and different things. So this episode is kind of Terence's spotlight. He gets to shine for this episode, and it was kind of fun to have him be here and be able to incorporate him into the story. Kind of fun. So Thomas is now heading for disaster. You can almost guess what's going to happen here, but that's kind of how Thomas stories are. They're a little predictable in a way, but they're fun and entertaining to watch still the same. So Terence here, this scene was kind of a pain to film. I remember, even though it was 4 or 5 years ago that I filmed this, it was so much fun trying to get that tree to move off the line properly. Yeah, you'll notice there's with the scene with that foreman sitting on the tracks yelling at Terence, that was actually filmed right before I released Season 1. I just barely got the new camera that I used for Season 2, the HD one, and it could actually focus in on those tiny little figures that I got, and so I was able to focus in on that and then crop it to fit into the frame and use that. So, because the problem that the camera that I was using back in Season 1 and for these episodes I think it was set to focus on just one thing, and that was it. Like you couldn't focus in on something that was closer or farther away, and so I was stuck with how tiny these models are. It just ended up blurry. I mean, in shots like this, you can tell. That's why I'm really excited that I got the camera that I have for Season 2, because it was able to focus in on, those little miniature figures. They are tiny, very, very, very tiny. I'm very afraid to lose any of them. They were, I had to order them off of eBay through a seller in Japan. They're from the Tomy wind-up series that they sell, and they're very hard to come by. So I'm considering myself very lucky that I was able to get a hold of the ones that I did. Well, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoy this little snow with Donald and Douglas there plowing through the snow. Be sure to subscribe, visit the channel, check out the news blog, and be sure to also check out our Google Plus page and like us on Facebook. And we'll see you next week. Well, not next week. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Then click the news blog button. You can also check out the Google Plus and our Facebook page by clicking a link in the description. We hope to see you again soon. Come back often for more videos.